Clarity is the basis of everything in life to increase the quality of your life, to feel more satisfied personally. And it's also very important when you are experiencing transitions or changes in your life. And what I found quite often with clients is that it's not about sometimes the tough, difficult, mind-bending questions that you think of that are going to help you get more clarity and being able to take the right decisions, but it's more about the simpler questions, the fundamental questions that we sometimes forget to ask. So I want to share with you today 3 of my top questions that I know are usually creating breakthrough for clients when they are transitioning or having to take tough decisions in their life. And you will see they're very simple, but they are tricky to answer. So the first one is, what do I really want? What do I really want? Simple, but this is like a drawer question. You can go so deep there because sometimes we forget to think about what we actually want. What will be actually our dream, our aspirations, our goals, a real desire, a real need, just for us as individual human beings. And asking yourself this question will make you think about, what are my motives? What do I really need in life? How do I want to feel in life? What do I want my relationships to be about? You know, everything that can be related to any situation, person, area of your life and goals, you can think about it from the angle of, what do I really want there? And another thing that I always add there for my client is it what you want? Is it what others want from you? Or is it what you believe others want from you? Because sometimes we forget to just really think from our own individual angle. So think about this question. It's quite, you can go quite deep there in the rabbit hole, but it's a very important one to clarify for yourself so that you can take the decision that you know are going to help you feel fulfilled as well. The second question that is quite impactful is, would my future best self do the same thing right now or do things differently? Sometimes when we have to make choices or make big changes or take decisions, we tend to think from a place of current situation, from the current circumstances, from the present, from our current limitations or skills or strength. But it gets very difficult sometimes to step out of that and think a little bit further down the road. So this question about asking, would my future self do this differently, is really helping you stepping into your future self already. And imagine you have a conversation with you in 5 years, and what would they tell you? Would they tell you, yes, do that, or would they tell you something different? And the reason why it's important to do that is that when you want to grow and become a different person, or, you know, make improvements in your life, it's better to come from the future. It's better to know my future self would love this to happen, and then you can think back about what actions needs to happen versus, this is where I am right now and these are the actions I'm going to do, and then I'm hoping this will happen. So it's just a different mindset, taking you away from the current circumstances and helping you see bigger and see different angles. So quite a tricky one as well. And the last question is, how does this fit in the long-term picture of my life? How does this fit on the long term? If you've ever regretted a decision, or if you ever realized that after doing something you actually lost your time and this was really not worth it or not really fulfilling for you, it's because you've not asked these questions. You've not asked the question about, how does this fit in the long-term picture? And sometimes in life we have to take short-term decisions to make sure we can create long-term results. But I would always challenge you to pause there. I would always challenge you to pause and think, okay, I'm trying to take a decision right now that might be a compromise, or where I see that the decision is not perfect, I am not fully sure about it. Ask yourself this question, how does this fit in the long term? And if from answering this question you can think, yeah, oh, actually it fits in the long term, because if I do this right now, it's not perfect, but it's going to help me create this positive, exciting thing later on. If you can really connect to the real reason behind, to some real reason to stay fighting, or to get to do this thing that maybe you're not looking for right now in the short term, but you know it's going to give you results. It really requires you to see the bigger picture and to start getting excited by the future as well. So these are the 3 questions that I really always recommend people to ask themselves whenever there are big decisions or transitions coming. So I'm just going to repeat them. What do you really want? How would your future self handle that maybe differently? And how does this fit in the long-term picture for your life? And well, I trust basically you have now some good thinking to do. And if you find out on the way that you are struggling to answer some of these questions and you are really in the phase of transition and decision right now and you would like my support, you can always contact me by private message, or you can directly book a free coaching session, and I will be able to guide you there and help you create some momentum and some, give you some perspective already around what is currently a tough decision to take. So I look forward to talk to you.